At 4, a high-ranking Mexican cartel leader is back in a downtown LA courtroom.
Christian Fernando Gutierrez Ochoa is accused of faking his own death to live a life of luxury in California. He's a son-in-law, the leader of one of the world's most violent drug trafficking operations. And Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes has details on what happened today in court.
From drug trafficking in Mexico to a cushy life in Riverside, and now a Southern California jail cell. Federal investigators say that's the story of Christian Fernando Gutierrez Ochoa, a high-ranking member of the Jalisco drug cartel. They say he faked his own death and was living under a false identity in Riverside. Gutierrez Ochoa back in federal court today in downtown L.A. after the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration tracked him and his wife down.
And opened up a coffee shop here in Southern California, and the two of them just trying to be under the radar.
Bill Bodner is a retired DEA special agent in charge and spent much of his career battling Mexican drug cartels. He says Gutierrez Ochoa's crime family, the Jalisco cartel, is one of the most violent in the world. And even though he had allegedly left the drug business, Bodner says Gutierrez Ochoa would still be a magnet for danger here in Southern California.
I don't think that he did leave the drug business. I'm sure he was still involved. There is always the possibility that a rival drug organization will locate him, will find out where he is, and will try to extract revenge on him here in the United States. And that does put our citizens at risk.
Federal investigators are still trying to hunt down the man they say was Gutierrez Ochoa's boss, Nemesio Cervantes, who's known as El Mencho. As El Mencho's lieutenant, Gutierrez Ochoa is accused of distributing massive amounts of meth and cocaine that eventually worked their way into the U.S.
He had moved, I think the allegation is 40 tons of drugs within Mexico.
In court today, federal prosecutors say investigators found more than $2 million in cash as well as a ghost gun in Gutierrez Ochoa's Riverside home. His case is now being sent to Washington, D.C.